we feel contempt, hatred, or ill will towards a man who we don't know. We don't know his side. We don't know all that went down. What's up? It's your boy Citron coming back at you with another reaction video. And I kid you not, it's my real name. Again, looking at a masterful video by O'Shea Duke Jackson and Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, him being on O'Shea's show. Beautiful illuminated topic here, so let's get into it, man. Kids, don't join the gang. Or
This is something that comedian Patrice O'Neal talked about. You have to get to a point where you understand your mother is your father's woman. And if you haven't got to the point where you understand that, you'll continue to valorize, you'll continue to pedestalize your mother and not see her as a human being, as a woman. If you understand that your mother, what she was to your father, is what your woman has been to you, then you can kind of sit back and and stand in your father's shoes a little bit.
All right, man. Just beautifully illuminated point and beautifully discussed there. And he's absolutely right. I made up some topics, some points for this video, but number one, you're not her husband, so don't judge your father or things from that vantage point. And a lot of our mothers in our eyesight, in our minds, can do no wrong. I was raised in a single parent household, and my mom was God to me, and it took me years to get past that. Once I realized that she was human, and then as well, she made some mistakes. She wasn't infallible, and by her not marrying not being married to my father, it just caused an irrevocable set of issues that I'm still have to deal with, have to fight through, that are part of my nature, as well as being nurtured into that to this day. Like, I cannot look at her as a son husband. That's that's what we get made into in a lot of these single these boys coming from these single parent households. We're the replacement. We're the man of the house, and we get bestowed with it. We don't this title, but it comes with being something to her that we should never be. The burden should never be placed upon us, and it's not our jobs to look at her from that vantage point, with those set of eyes. We're the son. We should be having to play a role that it should be the father's role. And you judging him, he's not there to speak for himself, or just get one side of the story. And oftentimes it's force fed to us. It's indoctrinated with it to the point we feel contempt, hatred, or ill will towards a man who we don't know. We don't know his side. We don't know all that went down. And having the well poisoned, so to speak, that's a hard thing to come back from. And some people just never seek out the truth, never go past what they were told, and it can be damning, very damaging. But yeah, let's move on to the second point. You have to stay in your respective lane and place as a child, because although you were their offspring, you had nothing to do with their union formalizing. And we internalize a bit of self-hatred. We made half of this, this man who wasn't there, who left us behind, feel incomplete. We feel inadequate. Feel like something is wrong with us. And then, my mom would say, like, oh, your dad ain't shit. Well, I'm half of him, so does that mean I'm not shit? I had to tell her, like, stop saying it. I had to give her the reason why. You make me feel inferior when you disrespect him, because did you not choose him, lay down with him to produce a child? And it's funny, like, it's one of the things that she got, that it clicked with her, that, wow, I don't think she's ever thought of it from that point of view. And it's kind of destructive behavior that's nurtured, fostered And with the gynocentric family, especially like mine is led by women, just the onslaught on masculinity, and not even even trying, but you're gonna instill the boys with femininity, because only a man can teach a man how to be a man, a boy how to become a man. Um, Not be overly emotional, be rash in his decisions, prone to anger, and lash out, live in that, walk in that. It, it's very indicative. You just look at where our society is now, Black society in America, where things are, and where these problems arise from. The men that we have in our presence nowadays, and looking who's raising them and why they like they are. It just all roads leads back to them being raised by women primarily, without a father in the home. And yeah, the results just speak for themselves. But like I said, staying in your lane. I'm a child. I'll always be their child, and I didn't have anything to do with them coming together. That happened before, quite literally before my time. So I'm not to be held responsible for any of that. I'm not culpable for any of that. And they have a whole set of issues and responsibilities, which goes to the third point. At the end of the day, they have to be held responsible for their role that they played in you getting here, not by you, but by them being accountable for themselves and their actions. Like, I know that they met in my hometown, and the circumstances, they weren't married when they did it. So like, allowing yourself to be impregnated by someone who's not serious, you guys not being a fit as far as like how you see life, the man not being not being close, and whatever led to you guys separating, and you going this way and going that way, and not being in close proximity to foster the child. Yeah, that's on both sides. Someone who's stable mentally, physically, financially, to take care of a child. I mean, it takes a village, but you need those primary two stones set, a foundation. But like I said, that falls on the two individuals. Yes, I'm an adult now. I bear responsibility for my life and how it plays out from here on out. But like I said, foundational setting it's dire. It's why we are in this, the sad set of circumstances and in dire straits that we are in now. And to not acknowledge that, to ignore the circumstances behind your birth, not just from one side, because we often get, like I said, we often get one side story, and like with my family, a whole set of different set of eyes and things being added to the pot, with other women added to the story, and acting as acting as witnesses to this, co-signing it and such, fueling that fire. It almost leaves you no chance, unless you, like I said, you get get out of that. I fortunately discovered the red pill community and learned a lot of things, but I'm grateful for that. That I'm able to look at it through a different set of eyes. So, anyways, we're in the video there. I have some rambling, here and there throughout the video, but I hope this is some way enlightening or helpful or just insightful for somebody. So like, comment, share, and subscribe if you Thanks for watching. Check me out at Centron Anime, Centron Life, or Centron Laughs, or other social media.